I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-59.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. What's up, Detroit? What's going on, Detroit? It is another episode, another show of Sunday Night Vibes with Robert Flood in the building, and it is a wonderful Sunday. It is truly a Sunday fun day in the Motor City and stuff, and so happy you are here. So happy you are here joining us today. We have got, listen, y'all. We have got a really good show for you all today. Would you believe me if I told you that we're going to talk all about horses and all that stuff? You don't believe you don't believe me when I tell you that, right? Well, we have a good show for you all today. We have a special guest in the building that is going to let you know all about horses. She's an entrepreneur in her own right, and she deals with horses, right? And it's not often that we get entrepreneur black female owned horses here on the show, but it's the first time for everything, right? So it is definitely good. I told y'all at the beginning of the year or whatever that I was going to bring you all some really good, amazing guests. And when I tell you this girl right here is amazing, she is amazing, okay? She is amazing. She is definitely amazing. She deals with horses, and not only that, she's also an author. She has a book out that is going to be the thing. It's called Life. It's called Life with King Solomon. And yeah, I mean, y'all going to enjoy our guests in the show today. It's going to be a good one. It is definitely going to be a good show. And so make sure you all tune in and stuff. Also, before I go any further, make sure you all like, subscribe, and share the show, okay? Make sure you do that, please and thank you. Make sure you do that. And, we can definitely get the show rolling. And also the number, let me get that out to you real quick. It's 313-573-8689. 313-573-8689 is the number if you want to chime in on this discussion. Okay, so before we get to the guests and stuff, I just wanted to let you all know that we are going to be we got even more. I got more guests hitting me up. Okay, more guests hitting me up talking about they want to be on the show, and I just found out. Got a call this week. An amazing. Are you all are familiar with the Detroit Youth Choir, right? You all are familiar with the Detroit Youth Choir. Well, I am just so happy to announce this, that we are going to have the director, Anthony White, the director of the Detroit Youth Choir, coming on this show, okay? We are going to have, because you all know the Detroit Youth Choir, they've been on America's Got Talent and everything else and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, that is going to be exciting, man. That is going to be so exciting. I'm telling you, we got talent in Detroit, okay? We definitely got talent in Detroit. And, so we're actually trying to work out the schedule and stuff, because I know they're so busy, other things and stuff like that. But yeah, we are trying to work it out. They will be here regardless, okay? So the DYC, the Detroit Youth Choir, will be here and stuff. And it's gonna be great. And shouts out to the director, the choir director, Anthony White. He is the choir director, and when I tell you, those young kids, they know how to sing. not saying, but saying. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just excited. I cannot wait. Like I said, we are working out the details, trying to schedule them to come on the show. But y'all, that is gonna be dope. That is gonna be so dope. And the Detroit Youth Choir, they was on America's Got Talent and all that stuff. And yeah, they doing their thing all across the world, all across the globe. And yes, they were gonna be here. So yeah, Anthony. Yeah, shouts out to Anthony White and the Detroit Youth Choir. And like I said, they will be here on this very show. Okay, so we working out the details right now. But as soon as we work out all the details, they will be on the show. Okay, so definitely on the thing. And another announcement I have to make real quick. So I'm telling you, we got talent coming on and stuff. Y'all know about the Curvy Girl Project and everything, and we had them on the show before, and they are coming back as well. They are coming back as well and stuff. And I know Miss Wendy is very excited because she loves the Curvy Girl Project. When we had them on the show the last time, and we've been trying and stuff. So they will be on as well, and I believe in July. Okay, I think July. So they will be coming on the show in July. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, we got amazing talent here in Detroit. When I tell you we got amazing talent and stuff. So that is it right there with the Detroit Youth Choir and the Curvy Girl Project. You can't get no better than this. You cannot get no better than that. And I have to shout out Miss Yolanda. Miss Yolanda, she's one of the staff over there at the Curvy Girl Project, along with Miss Kim. Those two young ladies with those girls and stuff, they are really doing their thing. So I have to shout them out. Miss Yolanda and Miss Kim over at the Curvy Girl Project. So they will be on the show in July. So I cannot wait for you all. I cannot wait for them to come back so they can, and maybe they might perform for us as well. So yeah, you would definitely be amazed about what these girls can do and stuff. Young talent at its best, y'all. That is what we are all about on Sunday Night Vibes. So definitely stay tuned. I'm telling y'all, it is going to be thebomb.com. If you think young talent and stuff is amazing, because we got young talent here in Detroit, right? So we are definitely getting ready for that. So stay tuned, because yeah, definitely you do not want to miss it. And you do not want to miss who we got on the show today, because when we come back from the break, we're going to get right to it with our guest, Miss Queen Sabrina. So Queen Sabrina will be tuning in and stuff. And then it looks like we got somebody checking in. I don't know. Do we got somebody checking in? Yeah. Taylor? Okay. That's my cousin checking in and stuff like that. And yeah, so Miss Taylor, Taylor Evans, right? Yep. Taylor Evans, that's my cousin checking in and stuff. And
she was saying congratulations.
Okay, thank you. That's my cousin, y'all. You know my cousin be checking out the show every week and everything, and so excited. Thank you, cuz. Thank you, cuz. Thank you for checking out the show and everything. So yeah, okay, so we are gonna come right back when they take a short break, and what we do, Miss Queen Sabrina is in the building. We'll be back after this, y'all. Sunday Night Vibes.
Hi, I'm the tax lady. Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? Then listen carefully. You may be able to pay the IRS less and save thousands of dollars, because right now there are special government tax programs for people like you who owe the IRS. We can even help you if you have unfiled tax returns. And if you qualify, you'll pay less money to the IRS or state. Stop worrying about wage garnishments and bank levies and call the number on the screen right now for a free tax review. We know what you're going through. We help good people like you every day pay the IRS or state less taxes all the time. If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, call now for your free, no-obligation consultation with a tax professional. Don't fight the IRS alone. Call the Tax Ladies team today.
Call the Tax Lady at 855-325-1720.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
Call 855-993-2087. That's 855-993-2087. 855-993-2087.
All right, we are welcome back, y'all. It is Courageous Detroit Radio Network Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood in the building, and Sunday Night Vibes here in the Motor City, checking it out and everything. So we like I said, we have a amazing guest for you all today. Okay, when I tell you this young lady deals with horses and everything like that, she definitely deals with horses, and she has a book out called Life with King Solomon. Okay, so I can hold it up so you guys can check it out. Okay, and so she is here to tell us all about the book, all about what she's representing. So let's welcome her into the building, Miss Queen Sabrina. Y'all give it up.
Grateful to be here for this opportunity to talk about some of the work that I'm doing.
It is so good to see you. First and foremost, you was looking nice with your cowgirl outfit on.
Thank you so much.
Wind the thing and stuff. Absolutely. So I can first and foremost, I cannot wait to hear about you dealing with horses, because that's what you are all about, dealing with horses and stuff. So why don't you just tell the people a little bit about yourself, about what Queen Sabrina stands for. What's she all about?
Yes, okay, great. Thank you for this opportunity again. So I am Queen Sabrina, a name that was bestowed upon me from the community. I'm a mother of 3. I own 4 horses. I am
wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I am a licensed social worker in the state of Michigan. I also have I am a CAADC, that's a Certified Advanced Addiction Counselor. I've been working as a social worker for over 23 years. I am a mental health worker, and I'm also a suicide survivor.
Oh,
So,
we gotta give it up for that. We gotta clap it up for that. I feel like that is important and stuff like that and everything. Could we just talk about that for a bit before we get to anything? How did that come about?
Yeah, so as a youngster, I noticed that I was struggling with depression. I come from a Haitian background, so talking about, depression, mental illness, mental health challenges, that wasn't a comfortable place to do in my household. So because of guilt, I didn't really talk about it. So I lived with it and struggled with it and dealt with it as best I can. So fast forward, life began to get difficult. I was getting bullied and ostracized. This was happening around middle school, high school.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
Ultimately one day I decided maybe I have to take matters in my own hand. Took a bottle of pills, was hospitalized, had to get charcoal,
wow.
my stomach pumped. Yeah, it was pretty serious.
Oh, man. Wow.
And my family did come to my rescue, and I got the help I needed. Unfortunately, it had to happen that way, but I was able to get a therapist, get on medication, and get my life back on track.
Bounce back on your feet, right?
Yes.
And how long ago was this?
This happened when I was 16, so we're talking about over 30 years ago.
Oh, man. Well, that is amazing. You're well and good right now. That's important, right?
Amen. Yes.
And, because yeah. To see you out here doing your thing, that is so important. That is so important. Matter of fact, we just had, I think it was last week, we had somebody on the show last week talking about the very same thing. So that is so important to see about that. But I'm glad you're okay.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're okay, doing your thing. And with the horses. So you gotta talk to me about these horses. How did that come about?
Well, first and foremost, my mission in life is to inspire, motivate, and encourage through horsemanship. So I always had a love and passion for horses, even as young as a little girl. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, so back then the stables were in Central Park. So I would visit them, and there was always a connection. I felt that was my safe place and my go-to. So I would
That was your happy place.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you got it. You with me.
Yeah.
And so I would go there and just sit with the horses. Now, fast forward, I graduate, go to college, get my master's, I work, and I'm helping thousands of clients. And then the idea of the horses come back. So I said, let me do my research. So I studied and volunteered at various different farms for 5 years to make sure that this was for me, that I can handle it, that this is something that I can continue to pursue and work through. And so after 5 years, I made my first purchase. And I got the girls. I call them the girls because they're two sisters.
Okay,
so I deal with the
girls. Okay,
yeah,
I get
they're
it.
Percherons.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Percherons are the very big horses. They're similar to Clydesdale. And altogether, yes, when I purchased them, one of them was with foal, meaning she was pregnant. So she had a baby.
Oh.
That baby is King Solomon. King Solomon just turned 2 years old. King Solomon was born in my hands.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've had the opportunity to raise him from birth to present and train him as well.
So you train him and stuff and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
How did that go? How did the training go?
Oh boy. Yeah. So for instance, King Solomon was born at 125 pounds. We both weighed the same amount. So I would be around the farm working and training him, which is what the story talks about. And today, King Solomon is 1,300 pounds. So King Solomon is a really strong guy.
So
and
he's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. He is not a little boy. He's almost as tall as his mom.
He gonna be a football player in a minute.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's cool though. That is so amazing.
Yes. So Solomon is a beautiful, gentle horse who became not just a companion, but he became a healer. He came into my life right as I was losing my mom. I just lost my mom in November 2024.
Oh wow.
Due to cancer, unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So I found depression creeping back into my life, and I said, oh boy, I'm in trouble. Depression at 16 is different from depression as an adult. Because back then I can hide, I can isolate, I can go in my room, I cannot talk to people. I have different responsibilities today. I have 3 children. Granted, 2 of them are grown, but I also have 4 horses. And they don't care if I'm happy, sad, hurt, tired, cold, rain, sleet. They're expecting to eat. They can't just go to the cupboard and get their food. They're expecting their food. So because of them, it inspires me and motivates me to get up every day, regardless of what I'm feeling. And to take care of them. Because why? They take care of me. Our horses have had the opportunity and have had over 3,000 people on their back. So we have had the opportunity to engage, meaning bring the horses out to the city, provide therapeutic sessions, group sessions. We've serviced large groups. So our horses are therapeutic horses, which means that they interact and engage from children ages 2 years old to 100 years old. That's how confident I am in my animals. Why? Because I put in the time. I put in the work.
So you put in the work. I was going to say you put in the work.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's a way of life.
So 4 horses and counting and stuff.
Horses.
That is so amazing. I'm just so proud of you. I mean, working with horses and stuff. And so you got any more horses or just the 4 that you got now?
It's the 4.
It's just the 4.
Yes.
That is wow, man. That is so amazing and stuff. And so the horses is what inspired you to write this book.
So what inspired me to write the book is because, like I was saying, I was going through some difficult times, and most importantly, the training with Solomon. So usually you would take a horse like that and send them to the Amish. They're very familiar with training this breed of horses. That costs a lot of money. And I didn't have it, for one. And I said, what about if I were to train him myself? And that has been my mission for the last 2 years. I have been working with him day in and day out so he can load. We travel with them in a trailer, so he has to be able to safely load. He has to be able to feel comfortable around people. So that means every day I'm fooling around with him. We're walking. Now, it hasn't been an easy process, let's be clear.
Right.
I've been dragged. I've been pushed. I've been stepped on multiple times, and trust me, it doesn't feel good. I've been bucked off, meaning thrown off a horse. It comes with the territory. Yeah, I truly believe that this is God's work, and he's holding me and protecting me so I can finish the mission. So Solomon is the type of horse that is learning to ride and drive. So ride mean anyone can ride him, and drive mean he pulls a hitch wagon, and he's being trained right now in a cart. So he's going to one day be in the city and driving people around. Those were my goals for him. At 2 years old, I can say I am phenomenally impressed because most people are not comfortable bringing their young horses. He's considered a young horse because he's a toddler. It's like taking your toddler out. And so, with young people, and in some cases with grown folks, they're unpredictable. He throws temper tantrums sometimes. You may want him to do one thing and he's going to do something else. Right. And I just remind him, hey, stay focused, pay attention, and he gets right back to it. What impressed me the most about King Solomon is everything I've introduced to him, he's responded well and he's been receptive. At 2 years old, we just had Horses for Healing. That took place on May 17th in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that as well.
I am so proud of that event. It's an event we do every year, and it was fascinating. The governor sent a letter thanking us for the work that's being done. It was a sold out event, and that was Solomon's debut, his public debut. That was the first time he was coming out to the public. No incidents. He did amazingly well. And so with that, I wanted to share this story and let people know that, hey, this is the work that's been put into it. Charles Boone is my mentor. He is my teacher who's helped me train and break this animal. He has 56 years of experience, and he has worked with me to get to where I have gotten with Solomon. So, I give credit to everyone around me who has inspired, supported, and stood by me in this quest of, we call it breaking or training the horse.
Breaking and training the horse.
Yes, sir.
Man, okay, so you was doing a lot. You was definitely doing a lot and stuff. We gotta talk more about this book because this is definitely thing. But before we go to break, I want to ask you this before we go to break. What inspired you to write this book? What inspired you to become an author?
Again, so what I noticed that is for children, especially those dealing with like anxiety, trauma, depression, horses provide an emotional mirror. So they reflect what the child is feeling and help those emotions come to surface. Engaging a horse and including a horse in the human bond interaction, it has done tremendous work for myself. So I said, what about if we can use this form of therapy and include children with it? Because, a lot of kids are hands-on. And, of course, they use gadgets and computers and everything is so fast-paced and technologically based. Wanted to give them a fun way of learning, processing feelings, working through some things, and a real life experience. Because this book is based on a real life true story. I'm the story as well as the horse. So the horse and the person comes to life through the book.
Man, I told y'all she got stories for days. She definitely got stories for days. We are hanging out with Miss Queen Sabrina in the building and stuff. And the book, y'all, is entitled Life with King Solomon. Make sure you go get it. And where can people get the book?
People can get the book on Amazon. I have copies of the book, so I'm open to delivering it. Folks, at the end of the year, my goal is to sell 1 million copies of the book. who is going to help me make this happen? Because it needs to happen. This is a true story. It's not a lot of young, well, I'm kind of young, black females doing this caliber of work, And so, but if you know someone, know them, I want to meet them. This is not little work, trust me. But, it's rewarding work. In all honesty, it's heartwarming. It has saved my life, and the joy and happiness I get out of this work, I can definitely and truly honestly say that I am living my purpose. This is purpose driven.
You living your best life, You're definitely living your best life. So, Life with King Solomon is available on Amazon, right?
Yes.
It is available on Amazon. Make sure you go get the book, Life with King Solomon and stuff. And when we come back, we got more from Miss Queen Sabrina right after this. Y'all stick around. Sunday Night Vibes with Robert Flood on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Don't touch that dial, y'all.
This vacation offer is so good, I'm going to repeat it. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for 6 days. All meals included for only $2.99. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. All meals, all drinks, $2.99. We'll even give you a free cruise or land package if you're one of the first 50 people to call right now. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for only $2.99. Be one of the first 50 people to book right now in our luxurious, all-inclusive resort. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, you deserve a great vacation. So take it right now. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Call now and get a free cruise or land package on top of your trip.
Call 877-543-3960. That's 877-543-3960. Again, 877-543.
Clean up on aisle 5. Sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind, and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help. Visit us at treasurer.waynecounty.com, and we'll help you keep your home.
All right. Oh my goodness. I'm so amazed by our guest today. Miss Queen Sabrina is in the building. And Sunday Night Vibes is the show you're listening to with Robert Flood. And make sure you like and subscribe to share the show, okay? I cannot say that enough. Like, subscribe, and share the show. And if you like the conversation we are having, make sure you do that. And again, the number is 313-573-68. I'm sorry, 313-573-8689. 313-573-8689. We're still kicking it with Queen Sabrina. And I got to tell you, I love the name Queen Sabrina. That is a dope name. That is a dope name and stuff. Not to be confused with Queen Latifah.
Right.
Not to be confused with Queen Latifah and stuff, but I want to know, I'm curious, how'd you get the name Queen Sabrina? Was that like a nickname someone gave you, or how did you get the name?
So I attribute that to Queen Mother Oshandara Nefertiti El. She was a godmother to me and a well-respected queen in the community. Unfortunately, she transitioned a couple years ago due to COVID, and she bestowed that name on me.
So she the one that gave you the name.
Mm-hmm. And then again, we're doing queenly things, and if you think about it, we're all queens and kings, the original ones.
I know that's right. I know that's right, and that's what the show is based on. I keep saying it. That is what the show is based on. Black women, entrepreneurs, right?
Yes.
Queens and stuff. We gotta see if we can have you back on International Women's Day. We should have had you on International Women's Day, because that is the thing and stuff. But that is where it's about queens, right? Yes. Yeah. Can you, since you brought it up, I wanted to ask you, what is it like being an entrepreneur? Like owning, because you own your own business, right?
Correct.
Horses.
Correct.
You got your book out. What is it that makes you say, you know what, I wanna do this. I wanna be like an entrepreneur.
So again, growing up, we were encouraged to go to church, go to school, get your degree, and work for someone and until you retire. And that was okay. And in this day and age, you have to have 2, 3, 4 jobs to keep up with society. But I felt like there was something missing. I enjoy my job. I am a psychiatric social worker for a very long time. Again, 23 years into the field. But I still felt like I wanted to do more. So when the horses came into my life, I wanted to incorporate it in a business sense. So I took classes through Prosperous Detroit and recently another class. But basically, as a business owner, it's a lot to learn, and it's definitely a lot of work. This line of business is a little different because we're dealing with livestock. So it's not like I can throw them in my trunk and be like, okay, I'll come back to it in the summer. No, they need care every day, all day. They eat a lot. And so they cost. And so most of our work happens in the summer. So we're kind of seasonal for now. Mm-hmm. It happens in the summer. And then in the winter, they go on a hiatus. But again, like I said, as an entrepreneur, you still have to take care of them. You still have to generate income. You still have to seek work, billing, websites, staffing, trying to keep staff, because this is a different line of work. And some people are into it, not into it, scared, concerned.
It's a tough business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is a very tough business and stuff. So, the summer's here pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. So, you're getting ready for the summer with the horses and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And you said by the winter time. By the winter, mm-hmm. The horses, be in the winter.
Yeah, things slow down a little bit. The summer is super, super busy. So again, I'm the founder of Queen Carriage Horse Rides, and then I'm also the co-founder of Detroit Equestrian Play Therapy, alongside Chief Greyhawk. He's the co-founder of that line of business. I'm also the CEO for a nonprofit that I have called Samaya's Equine Services. So yeah, we definitely have a lot going on. So basically what we do with most of our horse work is we bring the horses out to the city. Okay, everything is hands-on. We do educational programs. Right now I have the beauty of working with special needs children, and that is a phenomenal opportunity.
Oh, how is that?
It's different. It's different, but to just watch the children grow and blossom, and the connections that they're making with the horse, and just feel even just building. Because remember, working with these caliber of animals is about building trust, confidence, and boundaries. And you still have to listen. And some are even nonverbal. But one of the greatest accomplishments was watching a young child work with the horse who was nonverbal, and he would whisper in the horse's ear. He accepted the challenge of walking the horse, grooming the horse. The breakthroughs that are taking place is mind-blowing. So I know I drifted off, but I can tell you stories for days.
I'm amazed. I am so amazed. I feel like people definitely need to hear that. That is on the thing, because you deal with horses pretty much, and I wanted to ask you, how did the kids feel about the horses? Do they enjoy the horses? How did they feel about it?
So, like I was saying, one of my horses is the large breed. So she's 2,000 pounds. So I wasn't sure how the children were gonna respond to her. Because like today, I have the pony with me. He's 450 pounds, 500 pounds, we can call it. And so from that to this, we would bring her out for camp and to engage with the children. They would go crazy. Everybody wanted to get, the bigger the better. So they would fly, or if I'm riding her through the streets, the neighborhoods, everybody loves her and wants to run up, hug, kiss, groom, jump on, wants to ride.
Ride the horses and stuff. Yeah,
the love that they bring and that they emanate, it's just dynamic.
It is dynamic and stuff. And the kids, and how old are the kids?
So typically that population that we serve is about 8 years old to 16. Right now I'm working with little tykes, so they start from like 4 to 10. Yeah.
Okay, so babies then.
Yeah.
That is,
man.
And
remember, that's the best age to introduce them to this. You know, again, it's about exposure, educating, and being familiar and ultimately feeling comfortable. You know, especially with the horse world kind of dying out. That's why I push it so hard and I advocate for it so hard, because it's a dying breed. Farms have become duplexes and strip malls. You know, little by little, they're just dissipating and going away. And so I want to keep that legacy
So you want to keep it going.
Absolutely.
You want to keep it going.
Absolutely.
I feel like you go keep it going. You know, I feel like you go definitely keep it going and stuff. And yeah, amazing your work you're doing. Amazing work you're doing and stuff. But I want to get back to the event that you just had. What was it, back in May?
May 17th.
May 17th. And how did that turn out?
That was amazing. So one of the biggest things too is that I have friends that are from the Amish community. And usually, you know, they're a close-knit group of people, but they have been kind of helping and supporting me in this quest of working with the horses that I have. And they came down and they came to speak. They came down with horses. So this experience, this whole event, it wasn't just educational, it was spiritual. And we had several community partners that came through. Wayne County Community Action Network, Detroit Mental Health Wealth Authority, several other independent therapists, Abundant Life, my colleagues, they all came through and gave out resources. We talked about suicide prevention. We talked about different ways of addressing and helping and improving our mental health. They network, shared resources. We had speakers. We had artists. We had a poet.
Y'all had a lot.
We had a lot. We had
Y'all
a lot
had a
going
lot.
on. And ultimately, we gave out over 100 rides.
Man, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That
My
is
son
amazing.
rides and drives a cart. He's the CEO of Little Ish Pony Rides.
And how old is he?
He's 14.
Oh, okay. So 14, okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he 14, he grown.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you was gonna say like he 4 or something, 5 or something.
No,
He is grown. Okay.
And he's
so,
an inspiration to his peers.
Okay. Okay, so he like horses too?
Yes.
So that is amazing, man. That is amazing. I mean, that is so good. You are absolutely doing this and stuff. So, so do you have any more events coming up?
So right now, we will be, Detroit Equestrian Play Therapy will be present at the Charles H. Wright Museum for Juneteenth. June 19th, we'll be there from 12 to 4. So if families want to come out and bring the young folks, the older folks, we're going to have tons of horses. They're welcome to come. That is a free event. It's a community event. So it's not my event per se, but we will be providing the horses.
You'll be providing the horses and stuff.
Yes. So you'll have an opportunity to meet Miss Bell, who is on this book. Let's show them.
Okay.
King Solomon's mom. King Solomon won't be there, but King Solomon's mom, our other therapeutic horse, and the pony who drives the cart. He will be there.
Okay, so he'll be there as well.
Yes.
So I'm sure the kids is gonna have a ball.
Oh, yeah.
The kids is definitely gonna have a ball, and it's something for them to do.
Absolutely.
You know, it's something for them to do and stuff. That's gonna be amazing. So one more time, remind people when the event is.
So that event is June 19th from 12 to 4 at the Charles H. Wright Museum, and we may be having a small rodeo in August. And remember, there's also, I want to share, because this is another sister. Her name is Nicole Scott. That has the Midwest Invitational Rodeo. That takes place in Genesee County, and that's June 13 and 14.
So that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
That's coming up right around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's all about supporting one another.
It is all about it.
Stand in solidarity.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
That is definitely gonna be fun. So you do like fun events and stuff, and do you also I wanted to ask you, do you also cause you know the state fair be coming like every year and stuff. So do you be doing anything with them with the state fair
In Novi?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. So you don't do so you don't do the state fair like I mean.
No, that it's really. They have not reached out to us. I'll say that.
Okay. Well, they should. Yeah. They definitely should, cause you know they need to reach out. They need to reach out to you and stuff, cause you know the horses and the animal, I forget what they call it, the animal barn, at the state fair, at the farm and stuff. Yeah, they can use someone like you.
Yeah.
The state fair need to hit you up or something for this year. Yeah, they definitely need to hit you up and stuff. But it is so good what you're doing and stuff. And I want to talk more about this book when we come back though, because it's definitely a must-have. Okay, it is definitely a must-have. We are gonna definitely talk more about the book and find out what else you got going on. And I'm telling you, horses is definitely thing. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. We'll be right back.
You could wait to get that.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
Call 855-993-2087. That's 855-993-2087. 855-993-2087.
County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-59.
All right, we are back. It is Sunday Night Vibes with Robert Flood, and we are here. I am here with the one and only Queen Sabrina in the building and stuff, and only really got about a few more minutes to go here. So I wanted to ask you though, what would people take away when they read your book? Like with King Solomon, what would people take away when they read your book?
Okay, so I definitely want people to realize that healing doesn't have to look one way. You know, sometimes we have to think outside of the box. I want them to understand the gentle nature and the connection and that powerful bond that can happen between a human and a horse. And of course, you can still utilize therapy and the therapeutic room, but that there's also alternatives. So my goal is to reach out to families, community leaders, mental health practitioners, and just let them know that there's some alternatives, especially when you're engaging with children. Because why? They're hands-on. You have to keep them active. You have to keep them engaged. And we already know that including the horse, it's a number one winner. Of course, there's fears that go along with it, but people develop fears for anything and sometimes everything. But to help them process and work through that, which myself and the chief do a wonderful job desensitizing, which means that you introduce them to what they're fearful of, and then you help them work through it, which a lot of times when we bring the horses out, that does happen. They get really scared and they're like, no, kicking, fighting. Well, but within sometime 5, it may take 10 minutes, we get them comfortable enough to get on that horse and take that ride.
Take that ride.
Take that
ride and stuff. And this book, I'm telling you, people is going to get a real kick out of the book and stuff. And definitely. And people with it. Is this going to be? Are you going to be writing more books?
I hope to have a sequel. Yeah.
I feel like you need to write even more books, cause and this is a children's book too, y'all. I think I forgot to mention it. This is a children's book. Okay, it's a children's book. It's called Like with King Solomon, and it's available on Amazon, right?
Yes, on Amazon, ages 4 to 12, which is the age group. And again, I just want people to understand that horses are partners in mental wellness, and that it utilizes the whole holistic approach of mind, body, spirit, soul, and that connection and that bond that develops with the animal. Because these horses are not just our pets. They're not just for, oh yeah, I'm just going to ride and take off. They are companions. They are partners. They are healers. And everyone I've spoken to, even before the release of the book, they shared their most innermost feelings about how their horses saved their life, how it pulled them out of a really deep, dark place. So the joy and satisfaction, I don't know if you had the opportunity to ride and that close horse interaction, but it's an unbreakable bond.
It's a amazing experience.
Yes.
And stuff. You always been a fan of horses since you was a little girl?
Yeah, so you'll find out in the book, one of my inspirations was the Little House on the Prairie. That's what I grew up on.
Okay.
If you remember it, I'm sure.
Okay.
So Little House on the Prairie, which I still watch till today, it's almost like it came to life. I envisioned myself having like a little farm, the horses, riding around in my little carriage. And so as an adult, to be able to bring that to life. Okay. It's rewarding.
That is what's up. And now here you are dealing with horses.
Yes.
Horses to this day.
Yeah.
That is what dreams are made of, right?
That's right.
And you've been wanting to do this since you was a girl, and now here you are, dealing with horses and stuff. And I just want to say hats off to you. I mean, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work and stuff. And the book is amazing and everything. And once again, the book is entitled Life with King Solomon. Make sure you go get it. Where on Amazon, and is it only available on Amazon?
Right now, that is correct. It's available on Amazon, and again, I have hard copies.
So you got hard copies as well.
So we're working on locating a place to do a book release.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you that too. Book releases and stuff. Yeah. So you're working on that as well. Okay. All right. And
yeah, it looked like we located a place.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, absolutely. There it is, and located and stuff. Yeah. So the book is great. And are you gonna be? So you're gonna be doing more events, right?
Yes.
More
we have
events
a calendor of events. One of the important things that we do, Detroit Equestrian Play Therapy. We have a summer camp that is open to the community. From
tell us about the summer camp.
Yeah,
real quick.
Summer camp happens at the Al-Kebalon Village, which is one of our partners, which is on the east side, and that's the age group is from about 8 to 16. And that will start the end of June. It meets every Saturday for 2 hours, 10 to 12. And that will be about a 6-week camp. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 6 weeks.
It's a horsemanship camp.
Okay, horsemanship.
So basically they learn everything about horses and horsemanship. Everything is hands-on, as I said before. The horses are present at the sessions, and they get to engage, have hands-on, introduction to how to mount, dismount, basically everything on horses.
That is, y'all need to give it up to her, man. I mean, Queen Sabrina doing her thing, and amazing job and everything, and I love it. And you got any shout outs real quick?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Charles Boone, who's my teacher, who has stood steadfast by my side. I want to give a shout out to Cowboy Red, who has always been there. Chief Greyhawk, my business partner at Detroit Equestrian Play Therapy. My mama, although she's gone, she's the one that set the platform for the individual that I am today. My children, daughters, sons. Grandpa Bandy, he's the one that has taught me how to drive and inspired me in that fashion. Urban City Cowboys, we have a lot of long-time black horsemen that has been around, and some get recognition and some don't. Michigan Black Horsemen, Buffalo Soldiers, all of these different entities have played a role in my life. I want to thank them all.
Absolutely, yes. I love it.
Absolutely.
Gotta give credit to where credit is
I would never
due.
say, I did this myself. I put in the work. Don't get it twisted.
You know what? I just enjoyed you. You have to come back.
Hey,
you definitely got to come
I am
back.
at your service.
You definitely got to come back. And this your first interview on radio? Because I know you did TV before, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you definitely need to come back. You definitely need.
I would
And when
be
you
happy.
do, can you bring what was her name? Nicole
Scott?
Yeah, Nicole.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you bring her next time? Cause
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to give you her number.
We definitely need to have you guys, talk with horses and everything, and doing that and everything else. Y'all just making teamwork great. Y'all making teamwork amazing and everything and stuff. But y'all keep doing your thing and stuff. I mean, definitely amazing and everything. Oh, and entrepreneurs. If you can say one thing, if you have any advice for all the entrepreneurs out there, what would it be?
Don't just follow your dreams, chase them. It's definitely worth it. At the end, I promise you, you will reap the benefits. I know it gets rough and difficult and challenging, and sometimes, just like me, you want to give up. But when you invest all that energy, time, hard work in something, don't let it go. Keep fighting.
Say that one more time. That felt so good. You need to say that again.
Don't just follow your dreams. Chase them. I'm a living example. I tell people, I'm a true example of don't judge a book by its cover. Because when you see me, you would never think that I would be equated with the type of work that I'm doing. But it's true. That's why I put it in the book. Definitely follow it. You're going to have good days, bad days, ups and downs. But as long as you can look up, get up, pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and follow those dreams. Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll not regret.
Boots on the ground, right?
Boots on the ground.
There you go. And you know they got a dance out right now called Boots on the Ground, right?
Please don't ask me to do it.
Oh no. You need a fan, right? You need a fan.
Go ahead.
You need I love it, man. I love it. I would not put you on the spot like that. I wouldn't do that to you. Maybe next time.
Okay.
When we have you back on next time, I will. But no. Y'all, the book is entitled Life with King Solomon. Make sure you go get it. It's on Amazon and wherever you get your books and stuff. And just big ups to you. And you definitely need to come back so we can, have more of this conversation about the thing. And congratulations to the horses. 4 horses and other things.
I'm so proud of them.
You should be. And they're like baby horses and stuff.
So the age range is the pony is 9 years old. Solomon is the baby. He's 2 years old.
Oh, Solomon's a baby. Okay.
We only have one baby. At the farm.
Okay.
His mother is 19 years old, and his mother's sister's 20.
Man, okay, so they get on up there.
18 and 20.
18 and 20.
Yeah.
18 and 20.
Yeah. And then just as a FYI, horses typically live between 30, 35, sometimes a little older. But that's their life expectancy, correct.
Wow, man. Y'all, I'm telling you, you need to if y'all don't know anything about Queen Sabrina, I told you go know her by the time the show's over, because she is definitely the thing. And we go have her back again. So if you didn't get her the first time, maybe you'll get her the second time when she's back on the show, okay? But get the book Queen Sabrina. It's entitled Life with King Solomon. It's available right now where you get your books. And again, congratulations to all you do. I just appreciate you for coming. And we are going to definitely have you back on again next time and everything. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor, a true honor. It's been a pleasure to sit here with you and talk about it.
All right, y'all.
You just opened the door.
Oh, thank you.
And I walked through it.
Thank you.
Now roll out the red carpet. Just kidding. You said queen. Did you not see this, the queen? Hello. I'm not about to play with you, Rob.
I love it, man. I love it, man. I forgot about that thing. But y'all, yeah, she did. She got me there. She got thing. But yeah, I got you next time.
All right,
I got you next time.
All right.
I love my guests, man. My guests is so much fun. It's all about the vibes, right? It is all about the vibes. That's why we named the show Sunday Night Vibes, you know? Because the guest is funnier than the host. The guest is funnier than the host. That I know for sure. That part. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so thank you so much again for coming on. And yeah, we definitely gonna have you back on. And yeah, Queen Sabrina, again, the book is entitled Life with King Solomon. Make sure you go get it. And we are gonna end the show and everything like that, because I know my producer is so tired and everything. Cause she been here all day. I don't know if she been here all day, but she been here all day probably. So yeah, she's exhausted. She's ready to go. But you know what? We are about to get about. Y'all enjoy the weather. Cause I understand it's gonna be so hot this week.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be so hot this week. I believe on I think they said by Tuesday. It's going to be like 80-some on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Time to get the shorts out. Get the sandals out. Mm-hmm. Show them toes. Make sure they clean them. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, go out and enjoy this weather, this warm weather we got. And my producer over there playing the sound effects, y'all. Wendy's over there. But yeah, make sure you go out and enjoy the weather. Enjoy the weather. Summer is here, and the time is right for dancing in the street. How about that? All right, y'all.
See you on the trail.
We are out of here. You all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week. And Lord willing, we will be back again with you all next week. Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. Like, subscribe, and share the show. If you like the conversation, like, subscribe, and share the show. Please and thank you, okay? Thank you all. You all have a good night. We'll see y'all next week. Good night.
Good night.